Hi, good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing?
Every everyone, it's a great pleasure to have you again, and thank you for inviting me to answer your question and to try to contribute to a benefit of our people, our community, and our environment,
Yeah.
and to go straight to to enlightenment and to eternal happiness. So
Yeah,
listen to
yeah. As many of you probably have seen, there's a very tough time right now in the dating world, and there's a transition between masculine and feminine energy that might be changing and evolving. So today we're gonna be Malika is going to explain us about the 10 uh, female mindset and characteristics that women should avoid to get a man with a great value. So, Malachi,
yeah.
let's get started.
So it's a very important topic, especially for women today. And most of the time, they choose a mate based on these 10 characteristics that I'm going to say today. Is according to the top expert in clinical psychology. And I wrote that in my book, okay? After multiple examination and multiple researches, I put that in my book that's going to be out this year's, without a shame. So I'll try my best to contribute to the well-being of our youth, because the way Generation Z and the Millennium are doing stuff inside their dating and marriage relationship is very scary. So because of lack of knowledge about how to behave in different type of situation, we we have been doing very badly in the domain of as a parent, as a husband, and as a wife, and as a children also. We are doing bad. So I'm going to try my best to contribute to avoidance of chaos. Okay, so number one, what I can advise to girl to run away of this type of mindset. Number one is a Cinderella syndrome. So the Cinderella syndrome, it's a subconscious mindset that's majority of female, especially in the third world, okay, or country that were not so wealthy, or for family that were not so wealthy, they tend to have the Cinderella syndrome. We want to find the savior, one guy that can save me from my misery. And this type of mindset, it can it focus more on charm, financial stability, instead to focus on shared values. And this type of woman, they tend to look for men that can save them, improve their lifestyle. And unfortunately, by doing that, they choose the men that are mostly like some type of money, but it's going to be very abusive to them, because they avoid the character and the values of these men. And it's a type of syndrome that we call that desperate mindset also. They're so desperate to improve their lifestyle, and they choose one man that profile some type of highly good. He look very fancy. He look attractive financially. He look like he has stability. The issue of this of what the trap of that kind of mindset that woman has, they can attract the type of men that they can be very uh, we call that liars. They can pretend who they are, but they're not, just to have you. As soon as they have you, they run away. So that's a risk. Okay, the Cinderella syndrome. And number two is about the fear of being alone. We call that in a psychological domain out or autophobia. Autophobia. It's a deep state of fear of being alone, because most girls, they just pick a man because they're very afraid to be alone. And it's happened a lot um, in our generation, because we see it's people today, they don't have a lot of time to spend together, and people are very lonely, okay, especially because of the rise of social media. People now are just connecting, they talk in the virtual world. but you don't have someone close to you, and it's very affecting women in a very bad way because the fear of being alone is very prominent now, and they push women to have the wrong choice, okay, or men, and unfortunately, is leading to a toxic relationship, okay, because one man, he can be toxic, okay, but because they're so afraid to be alone, you still paste to him, but he's very toxic. But because you're so afraid to be alone, you're just keeping on your side, and at the end of it, it's very tied to low self-esteem, insecurities, and also social pressure. Okay, that's the number two. Fear of being alone. Number three, the ancient attachment style. So it's a pattern that is very close of fear to be the fear to be rejected. Okay, so it's very tied to also to the syndrome of autophobia, the fear to be alone, but it's a fear to be left for good, to be rejected. Okay, so it can make women to be cling to a man who don't share values or is not fit for her, and she can fall also to the hoping to fix the relationship. So the root of this type of mindset is very related to lack of caregiving during childhood. Okay, number four is a savior complex. That's very rampant. It's a major issue because women today, they're looking to a savior. It's very close also to the Cinderella syndrome, but this one is more different. It means that they focus more on to fix the man. Okay, the man, he look like, okay, he can look like a potentially good mate, but he just displaying different type of very toxic and negative behavior, but they stick to him and they try to improve him. It's a very, very dangerous cycle because this type of mindset is rooted inside the doubt of to be worthy, okay, to be worthy and desirable, and to want over men. So she stick to these men to try to fix him. Okay, she want to save, the desire to save. You want to be a savior. Is also prominent on men also, and also in women. Is less in women, but it's happened recently quite often because most men are today are not living in the high standards of the way they live. So women today they try to be with men to fix them. Okay, and it's not a right approach. Okay, number 5, the fear of high standards. Okay, so some women they think that they're not so worthy. Okay, they have very low self-esteem, and they are self-doubt about the value on a dating market. Okay, so they prefer to date a man that is low key. Okay, a man that is a very low value and very bad character, but because she thinks that she's not worthy, she prefer to be with a not worthy guy, and it's very dangerous. It affects a lot of women today, and it makes them to feel inside a relationship with a man that is bad, is not worthy like I am. So we match each other. I'm so not worthy. So this guy, we have a same background, and we are not so worthy. But because we are on the same level, we are not worthy. I'm not worthy. He's not worthy, but we can still be together based on our no worthiness. It's very dangerous. Number 6, the Bible syndrome. So most people know about that. So this type of relationship is happening to young girls most of the time because they're looking for men that can give them patience, passions, adrenaline, okay, danger, excitement. Okay, I think that this type of men, they tend to play with your emotions and your desire for excitement. They're not really good for long-term mate. But you fall because you fall inside the cycle of adrenaline, okay, and dopamine, pleasure, hurts you. He hurts. Pleasure, hurt, pleasure, hurt, manipulating. He know how to play with your emotion. He hype you up, and it's very unhealthy for your health. And you should not prioritize the type of relationship, especially when you're young. When you're young, you don't fall for the trap that you are 20 years old. You need to date a man that is 20. If you're religious, it's work. But if you're not religious, try to date a man that is 30, 32, 33. You want to get married. So it's more tend to take you seriously and to wife you up. Okay. So run away of bad boy men, because they are full of a lot of traumas, and they are they have different type skills of manipulation. They portray that they are men of value, or not men of value, but men of confidence. But you you need to get away from this type of men. And number 7 is like social media perfectionism. So the thing is that today, because of social medias and the ability to see people relationship on the net, most women are they envy the type of men. Oh, this girl, she has a high value man. Oh, this one, she has that. Oh, they base the relationship based on stars. The stars, they are not in the relationship because of what you see. It's about business. Okay, it's about business, and some people, one one man is promoting Adidas, the brand, and the girl, she promoted Reebok. So when the both are together, is promoting both brands. Okay, so you need to understand there are sponsors between them, and it's mostly for economic achievement, or ads, and so on and so on. Yeah, you keep your question at the end. I'm going to answer it. So it's also by using social medias, you tend to have a tendency to have perfectionism. You want something, a man that be perfect. Okay, so idealized men, perfect vision. So it is no good, because it is based on external validation and comparison, driving to social norm and medias. So that's very unhealthy. Number 8, that's unfortunately is very rampant. It's a parental childhood traumas. The parental childhood trauma. So a lot of women, okay, according to Pew researches, 1 in 4 women are not young women are not living with a father. One on 4. There's no father figures at home. So they don't know really what to mean to choose a man that can emulate his father. So it's very difficult. When it's happened, some young women, they are going to, unfortunately, to date a lot of men at the research of a father. And it's very, very detrimental. And it can make her to be hurt during the process, to have a lot of baggage, and to also fail. You can also fall into a comparison of previous relationship, especially if she's not religious. That's very dangerous. So you're going to compare exes, and me, I'll talk about both sides: married, religious, or not married, secular world. Because in both worlds, we are issues. I don't like to discriminate on both sides. You are not religious, you're religious. We are all the same issue. So I try to fix both sides. Okay. So the number 9 is a fear of losing independence, because now, because of feminist propaganda, demagogy, and also pedagogy, women today, they try to be to explore themselves, to be empowered, and they're looking for different type of achievement to self-define themselves, and it can impede the gender roles. Okay, and they tend to be more masculine. And when they tend to be more masculine, we're looking for men that are feminine, unfortunately. And in this type of mindset, unfortunately, most men, especially masculine men, they don't want to be dominated. And equality, okay, equality is good, but you need to understand that we are equal in law, but we're not equal in needs. Okay, we're not equal in the strengths. Okay, so in work, laws, we are equal, but men have different needs, and you women have you also need some needs. Okay, and you lose when you have a sense of losing fear or losing independence to sacrifice to you don't want you want to have a man to get married, but you don't want to compromise. Oh, I want to pursue my goals. I want to get married. I want to be a CEO, but I want to be a mother at home. It's very difficult. Very few moments are succeeding to be a CEO and a mother at home. You need to choose. Okay. If you're so you need to be committed. You cannot be one feet in the office and 1 feet in the kitchen and do cooking. So the last thing also I'm going to share with you is the fantasy of a one. Or I mean the one. That is very dangerous. It's based on Hollywood. Okay, it's based on Hollywood propaganda, and they believe that the perfect one is going to come. So these women are very selective. They look for perfect one. But in reality, that there's no perfect one. You need to compromise. There are some men that are good quality. There are some men that are default. Okay, but defects, and you need to take them the way they are, or you can help them to improve themselves, but don't try to change to fully who they are. Okay, so you need to make the right decision. There's no perfect one. You need to accept to compromise. Okay, for yourself, and he so is going to compromise for you. So you need to remove this fantasy of a one. His unrealistic ideals is reinformed by social media culture and personal insecurity also. So because of that, okay, before I finish, when you go on a date, some women they after the first date, they say, "Oh, I don't want to see this man anymore." That's a real mistake. You're looking for a butterfly in the belly. The butterfly is, you don't rely on that. You need at least first date, 3 dates to know which is guy you can go along. Not on the first date, because on the first date, nothing can happen. It can be anxious. It can be like reserved. You can come to just observe you. Okay, before to get open. Your second date is going to be more open. On the third date, something is going to happen. If on the first date nothing happened, not like you don't share values, there's no attraction, there's not a vision, common vision, or you start to find out that he's guess what? There are some guys on the first date they portray that they have a lot of money. They can portray that they have a good guy just to have you. You need to give it time, three dates to see really if he's financially stable. Okay, because a lot of guys are fake. They try to portray things quick to have a short-term relationship with your girls. So that's what I want to tell you is part of my book. So I dive more in my book, but I give you some insight about what I'm talking about in my book. Okay, yeah, Michael, what is your question?
No, I didn't have a question. I was trying to say something about the social media.
Mhm.
Social media is brilliant, and I mean brilliant in making people seem like they have the perfect life, but in reality they don't. There are a lot of people who post a lot of pictures and videos. Oh, look at me! I'm living the good life. I got a good man. Blah blah blah. But behind the curtain, they're a mess.
Mhm.
They hate each other. It's a whole. Listen, I'm telling you right now, especially with women, don't look at Becky's Instagram page and think she has the best life, because she could be faking it just to get the likes on Instagram, just to get the following on Instagram. She's gonna pretend like she has the perfect relationship and she has a perfect life. You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of women get because it's happened to me before. Like women view other women's social medias and they think, why can't my life be like that? Why can't my relationships be like that? And it's just not healthy. It's not. A lot of people on and again, social media is literally designed to make you look better than what you are. You got face filter. You have face filters. You have a whole bunch of stuff that you can do on social media to look like you're living a certain way, but you're not. Like there are plenty of women and men. There are plenty of women and men that literally they find supercars in the street that doesn't even belong to them, and they'll sit down and take a picture with the supercar, acting like it's theirs. And yeah, just be careful on social media. There's a lot of fake stuff on social media that women tend to, I wish I had that. You know what I mean? And that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, guys. So this is the end. We have a 3 long lectures, so we try to cut them into